Saturday, January 23rd. Just got back from work. Um, I have a couple thoughts. Let's see. First, is this me being accountable? Just, you know, checking in and stuff, just showing. It's like it's just me doing this for myself. So it's like, what am I checking in with myself? Maybe. I don't know. But I am also creating a library or a catalog or a story of some sort, like for posterity. So it's like, this is what was going on. This is what I was thinking. These are the assumptions and ideas that I was working with at the time. Man, I have some wild ones. Or I might be exactly, and it's like, and I just don't know it. Who knows? But, you know. And the other thought was, and I've had it before, but I think I phrased it a little bit better this time. Um, and I've written it down, but I don't have it with me. Um, okay, let's see if I can remember it, because I just thought of it a little bit ago. But I wrote it down so I wouldn't have to remember it. So anyway, okay, about the whole not being somebody else. I can never be, um, shoot, I can never be who anyone else wants me to be for them. I can only be who I am for other people. And if that is the person who is wanted, well, okay then. I can do that because I'm already doing it. So it's just about being myself and being, I'm being okay with me being myself. And if other people are okay with me being myself, then, well, good. Those are the people that I want to be around. Those are the people I should be investing in, and putting my time and I mean, not that I shouldn't be putting time or investing in other people too, but um, there are a lot of people that are they want to take time. They don't really give time, and they don't really spend time. They just take, and then they take, and then they want more. And then that's never enough, and then they just want more because of how they feel when you're doing whatever it is you do, and so it's like, and they just keep, and then they expect it. So if you get tired, and then they well, what happened? Do the thing where you make me feel good, and it's like, no, and it's like. So, and then people get angry and resentful about how you don't do what you're supposed to do for them. You don't talk to them like how you used to talk to them. You don't, show, for me, it's about, some of my thing is about being submissive. I will defer to other people because I generally assume that people know more than what I do, and they know better than what I than what I do. But I found that not to be true all the time. Like, is what I usually believe is that everybody knows something that I don't know, and they know better than what I know. That's not true. Apparently, I know stuff that other people don't know, and sometimes I know better for me. That's the thing. I know better for me in almost all cases, because I've got something working up here that I didn't used to have working. I don't know. That's another thing. So anyway, separating myself from some of these influences, which I have identified as being not so good for me, a little bit manipulative and shame tripping, guilt tripping, remorse tripping, identity tripping, just the whole the gaslighting thing, just that little thing. Just don't pay any attention to that. Just a little bit of gaslighting. Oh my gosh. What's a little gaslighting between friends? just messed up. That's what I say. But anyway, I can try to find the humor in it. It comes from the anger part of it, the humor in the anger. So anyway, yeah, yeah. You stop being somebody's friend and they get mad at you. It's like, how dare you stop being my friend? It's like, you were supposed to be my friend forever. And you were supposed to listen to me and show other people how awesome I was, because by proxy I'm awesome because you're my friend, or I don't even know how that works. So it's like, I don't know. I didn't betray any trust, and I didn't go back on any word. I just stopped interacting. I stopped emotionally interacting because I just had enough. It was just too much. It was just constant. And I just couldn't take it anymore. And it's just... And I tried to set... this is a while ago now. But it's like, I think I tried to salvage it, but by that point he was just too upset, or just too... I don't know. That's not really what I wanted to talk about anyway. It's just leftover from last night. Because he's still there. So it's like, I don't know. There's not even any sort of acknowledgement, that we were ever, like, friends who talked or whatever. And a lot's happened for him that I don't know about. And, of course, a lot's happened for me, too. So, and I have no interest in, figuring it out or hearing the story. It's like, no, I'm good. I'm good with letting it just settle and rest where it settled and rested. I don't need to pick it up and look at it anymore. Wish him well, but over there. So, anyway. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. Darn it. So, this is where my notes come into play. This is why I have my notes, so I can look at them and, be reminded of what I wanted to talk about. But it'll be there for another time. And it's like I'm making time all over the place, just creating it out of nothing. No, not really, but kind of, sort of. I make the time for the things that matter to me. And it's like, and, so like alone time, self-time, all that's not just, that matters. And so it's like, I make time for that. So it's like, people might get upset with me for, like, not hanging out and not spending more time with them and letting them, it's like, if I don't want to be there, what's the point of me staying? I don't want to, so it's like, and I just, most of the time, rather be alone. Oh, yes, and I am upset by something that I talked about recently, and I think has happened, and that one girl that came back after having gone back out and came back in, and one of the guys, I think, who had about 6 months or so, feeling very sure of himself and very pleased with his recovery up to this point, I think he might have, like, she seemed in a bad way and desperate and looking for answers and looking for help. And, she's kind of pretty. And, one of those sad girls that people tell to smile. And I think she, got swept away. And so, but, she is an adult. And he's an adult too, and they can make whatever choices and do whatever. But all for the sake of fun, I guess, or maybe they'll find some excellent codependency, or who knows, or he will dominate her and make her think that she needs him to survive, because she did mention about being homeless. So that's really sad and tragic. And, and she might have family that's worried about her. And I don't know her story. But, I just don't like it when people, you know. So, not that I have any answers or any solutions. I don't. It's just a shame how, because everybody has a chance. I just like to see them be afforded that chance. So, well, there's something else I was going to talk about, but apparently I can't remember what it is. It wasn't critical. It was just random stuff, I guess. But Saturday. So I already have my plans, set. After this, I'll take a shower and get something to eat and take a nap, then wake up and go to the 8 o'clock meeting. And then after that, come back and probably talk for a little while and call it a Saturday, and then go to sleep and wake up in the morning, go to work. Yeah. And, oh, right, I remembered. Yeah, I did pick up last night from Usual Suspects that it's like my experience is, and how I value it or evaluate it or assess it. Oh, I'm wrong. I'm wrong about my own experience. Get that. Because a lot of people, they want you to toe the party line and speak from the script. So it's like you didn't do anything to, you didn't do anything for your own sobriety. You didn't get sober by yourself. You didn't. You needed other people around me to, support and, talk to me and comfort me and tell me their stories and, stories. I need to hear stories. But apparently it's like, no, you owe your sobriety to God, first and foremost. You did nothing by yourself. God did it. And your sponsor, you owe it to your sponsor. Your sponsor helped you immensely. You couldn't have done it without your sponsor. And the big book. Nope, gotta have that big book, that big blue book. It's got all the answers in it. And it's a resource. It has a perspective. Written by a very human person with lots of flaws. And, yeah, that's another thing. But anyway, he's not some prophet Muhammad or something, It's crazy. People seem to, really elevate him to some mythic figure. And it's like, no, he's just some dude. He wrote a book. He saw a problem and invested time, energy, and thought into trying to figure out a working solution. And it's not a perfect solution. It's not a final solution. It's not even a really awesome solution. It's just a solution that happens to work. It happens to work for some people. And it only works for the people that want it to work. So it's almost like for the people that want it to work, it will work. But you have to believe in it. So it takes a lot of belief and work and trying, and then even then it's trial and error for those people too, including myself. So I don't know. So my own assessment and evaluation of how I deal with life is wrong, and I'm also being myself incorrectly. So I'm being myself incorrectly, telling my story incorrectly, living my life incorrectly, according to, this program about, freedom and being true to yourself. maybe it's just the people that are there. Some of the ones that are, that know me apparently better than I know myself. Yeah, so yeah. This is why I like the newcomers. They don't have all these preconceptions of how people are supposed to be. It's like I am myself. I'm not all of a sudden somebody different from day to day. It's like the person that I was for other people a while ago, that was a different person because I was pretending all the time. I was not working with, you know, letting all my guards down. I was still pretending. Now I'm not pretending anymore. So if they don't like who they're hearing stories from, and it's like, no, this was me the entire time. I'm just now not pretending anymore. I'm being myself. And if you don't like that, you want me to go back, I can't, for one thing. I can't. I wouldn't know how. And it wouldn't be real, it would be fake, it would be it would be me impersonating the memory of who I think I used to pretend to be. Keep that straight. I can't. So it's a lot easier for me to just be real in the moment all the time, no matter where I am or who's around. And if I don't feel comfortable with whoever's, I'll just go quiet. I'll just kind of censor myself. And so I'm not going to change my story based on who's around. It's like I'm not going to it's like I don't tell people that I do things that I don't do. And it's like I won't suggest, getting down on your hands and knees or whatever and praying to God every morning for sobriety. And at the end of the day, getting down on your hands and knees and thanking God for letting you be sober. It's like, no, that was never part of my story. And it's not my story now. And I won't tell other people to do that. Not that anyone's suggesting that I do that, but if anybody asks me, so what do you do? Well, I'll tell them. It's like, well, I write. What do you write? Thoughts, ideas, opinions, experiences of my day, of my life. And I've recently started working on poetry. Oh, how's the poetry going? Well, it's actually on hiatus a little bit. I'm kind of, in the midst of some other personal issues outside the purview of AA. So it's, personal. It's not secret. And it just doesn't have anything to do with alcoholism. I hope you understand. But, people don't like that. They want to know everything. They think if they don't know about it, that it's bad. And if they don't understand it, then it's wrong. And it's like, no. Who are these people? And there's only a few of them. The ones that I come across on a routine basis. I'm sure different versions of those people exist all across, the entire. But it's not an alcoholic thing. It's a humanity thing. So it's not just. You don't have to be an alcoholic to, have these feelings, thoughts, emotions. What is it? Fears, doubts, suspicions, all that sort of stuff. It's like, let them, yeah, if they want to have all this fear, doubt, suspicion, paranoia, let them. If they have all that free time and, to think about and, judge over, it's like all the things that they think that I'm doing, let them. It doesn't affect me. It has nothing. What they think about me does not change me. And it's like I just keep showing up. And I have the same story. My story hasn't changed. It's not like all of a sudden I have a different story. No, nothing's changed. I just add a couple days. So, anyway. It is frustrating though. Feeling like I have to defend myself. And it's like, And it's all because I won't be the person that they want me to be for them. And it's like, I cannot be the person that you want me to be for you. That person does not exist. And I can only be who I am for them. And if you don't want me as I am, then I got nothing for you. Because I'm not going to pretend anymore. I'm so tired of pretending. So, and it goes not just in the rooms, not just down there, not just for those people, but anywhere, any place, anytime. I mean, I will adapt and meet people halfway, compromise. Compromise is something I can do. As far as like being considerate and compromising and collaborating and cooperating, I can do those things. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But if people want me to believe stuff that I don't believe and I just don't agree with, as far as like, oh, and also, people don't get better in over there. No, you're sick. You're sick forever. You don't get better. You don't make progress. If you think you're making progress, oh, you're even worse than we thought. Oh, you're on thin ice. You might go back to your way. Oh, be scared. If you're not in mortal fear and God fearing, then you're doing something wrong. And if you're happy, well, nope, you're not happy either. That's a trick. That's your disease talking. You can't be happy. What? No one talks, but they give off that feeling that, you have to get prior written approval for, for being remotely, or it is messed up. And it's not like I have the only solution I have is just for anybody is like, be careful. Don't let them inside of your head. And don't let them live there. There's enough people living up here already, so I don't need any more people trying to live up there. And if they are going to live up there, they're going to pay rent. So, anyway, that's my rant. I'm tired. It's been a long day. So, they're not all bad, and it probably sounds a lot worse than what it is, but the ones that really just grind my gears, as the phrase goes, I don't like that phrase. And it's not just me. They twist and contort and trick and deceive, and just that phrase or that tactic, that love bombing, that psychological thing, where you just constantly just throwing praise and onto people, and then constantly needing to give them attention and not give them space, and keeping on them to get them into believing that, well, it's all written somewhere else. So it's very disorienting. And then breaking away from it, and then you're just the bad guy. Then you're just the villain, no matter what you do, and you can't defend yourself, because so it's just better to just don't say a thing. Just leave it alone. People can think what they want. They'll see me doing well. They'll just, something's working, and I don't need to explain myself. I can if I choose to other people, and I don't need to mention anybody else. I'm just like, I just, we stopped talking, and it's for the best, so, and then whatever I don't like in behavior in other people, just don't do it myself. That's all I could do. And if I see it happening to other people, it's like, well, I can't stop it. You know, I can maybe, I can't really do much about it. I can leave little hints for, but other people, I don't know. It's tricky. So, anyway, I've been going on for a while, and I should probably get going. But yeah, good conversation. I said more than what I actually originally meant to. So, I'll have to, and I do watch these myself again sometimes, because I want to see if I said what I wanted to say and how I said it, because I might write about it later. Oh yeah, it's getting better. My left arm is still weird. Ow. Yeah. Yep. But the right arm, yes. That one's definitely, yeah, definitely better overall. But the left, still I'm going to be a little careful with. I don't know. Anyway, I guess that's all I got for now. So, I don't know what we're waiting for, but yeah, apparently it's time to end the video. So, you can, go to something else anytime. The video is over. There's not going to be anything more. It's just me staring at the camera, for a little while. So, I don't know why you're still here watching this. Nothing interesting is going to happen. So, go do something else. Go. Go. Okay, fine.